Okay, so I am starting to record our session. All right. So, yeah, share ko muna ito. All right. We're on the week 5 of our lesson. And our objectives for this week is identify devices that produce sounds. So we are going to discuss about sounds. So for this moment, grade 1, you will watch the video with the sound on mute. So when we say on mute, wala siyang sound, okay? And then later on, I will be asking if you can guess what the video is all about. And then later, after watching the video without sound, I will turn it on. And then I will be asking you if you were able to understand what are you watching. Saglit. So ito, play natin ang video without sound. Alright. Sabihin niyo sa akin kung maintindihan ninyo. Pag ng sound. Alright, grade 1. Were you able to understand the video without the sound involved?
Yes, pa!
Did you understand what Dr. Binox is saying?
Apo.
Can you understand what is he talking about?
Apo. Dito.
Without sound, I think that's what sinasabi ni Dr. Binox.
Hindi po.
Okay, very good. So, of course, you could not understand better what he's talking about because there's no sound. Diba? O, dito i-play ko ulit, ha? He's talking, right? Were you able to understand what is he saying? Without sound. Alright. So, ang sumagot ng hindi, tama po yun, no? Kasi hindi mo naman alam ano lahat ng sinasabi niya. Though you have an idea that there is a music, there are things like solid gas that indicating there on the video itself. But then, with the absence of sound, you could not further comprehend what is all about. Okay? Ang hirap naman kasi i-guess nito, no? Na nagsasalita siya, hindi mo naman naririnig, then you could not understand. Alright, now let's try watching the video with sound. Okay.
But have you ever wondered, how does sound travel? It's simple. It all starts with a mechanical movement. Pouring hot chocolate in a mug.
All right. So now, understand what Dr. Binox is talking about?
Yes,
Grade
teacher.
1? Yes or no? Yes.
Clapping your hands.
Now, what's the last word that she said? What's the last words that he said? Kung naintindihan niyo. Ay, hindi sila nakikinig. Kung naintindihan niyo, or you were not able to remember the last words that he said. Oh, now,
Sounds.
please listen to your ears.
Causes the other molecules around them to vibrate.
Okay. Can you remember the words that he keeps on saying? Ano naalala niyo doon sa sinabi niya? Ano yung words na narinig niyo doon? molecules. O, ayan. So, dyan natin malalaman. O, hindi nyo kasi pinakinggan yung sinabi niya. Kaya hindi nyo talaga maalala. Okay, grade 1. Now, were you able to understand the video on mute? Yes or no?
No.
Oh,
No.
yes. Kasi nakamute ka, di ba? Alam, boses, hindi ko masyadong maintindihan.
No.
How about the video on volume?
Yes po.
Were you able to understand it? When there's a volume? Very good.
Yes po, yes.
So, do you have an idea about what will be our lesson for today?
About sounds po. Sounds
Oh,
po.
very good. About sounds. Great one, great one. So, our lesson will be about sounds. All right. So, we will discuss about sounds. Sounds, sounds, sounds. Now, subject in Tagalog, asignatura. Okay, now grade 1. I will be asking you questions. What sounds do you hear in your surroundings right now? Ano yung mga sounds na naririnig nyo dyan ngayon sa surroundings nyo? Could you
Birds
please give me some example?
TV.
Washing.
The washing sounds the TV.
Okay, the washing sound. The sound of the dog. Very good. The sound.
Washing machine.
All right. Very good. So, in your home, you can hear different sounds, of course, no? So, it depends upon the activity that the people in your surroundings are doing right now. So, in my case, I can hear the sounds of the ceiling fan, and I could hear the voices of my friends talking as well. So, it depends on the sources of the sounds, okay? But right now, we will discuss further what's with the sounds. All right, so may I call on Daniel Timothy to please read what is the meaning of the sound. Go.
Sound
Daniel.
is produced when an object vibrates. Vibration is the back and forth movement of an object.
Okay, very good. So when we say sound, sound is produced when an object vibrates. Kapag gumalaw yung object, may sound. Okay? Vibration is the back and forth movement of an object. So if an object is doing back and forth movement, there is sound. There is sound because an object is vibrating. Okay? If it's not vibrating, then there's no sound at all. But once an object is doing a back and forth movement, there is a sound. You can tap. Okay, you try to tap the table right now. Sige nga, try mga itap yung table nyo. Kung maririnig yung sound. Very good. Oh, you can tap, you can count, or hit an object and vibrate. Okay? But don't you ever try to hit your cell phone. Baka masira. All right. Very good, grade 1. Okay, let's go back to the discussion. So when you tap, pound, or hit an object, it will vibrate. All right? So how else can you make an object vibrate? Let's go further. Okay, I need Morsley to please read what's being written here. Okay, go Morsley.
Something that you hear people and animals as understand each other through sound on the street. Many things produce sounds. You can hear the horns of cars, bicycles, jeeps. You can hear the siren of the ambulance and the fire truck. which produce different sounds. Without it, the world will be very quiet.
Okay, very good. So sound is something that you hear. People and animals understand each other through sound. All right. So it is through sound that you will understand what's the mood of your pet dog. Am I right? You can say that the dog is angry, your dog is hungry, and that your dog misses you because of the sounds they are producing. All right? Okay, not only animals are doing sounds, grade 1, of course. On the streets, if your house is near the street, no, things produce sounds. You can hear the horns of cars. So if you have cars at home, no, you can hear it. It has a sound. If you have tricycles at home, it is producing sounds as well, no? And jeeps. So if you have an experience riding in a jeepney, there is a sound, okay? You can hear also of the ambulance. You can say that, oh, there is an emergency. It's because I could hear the siren of the ambulance. Now you can easily determine that someone is in danger or someone is needing an immediate medical attention because of the siren of the ambulance. So whenever you are driving, for example, someday when you're a grown-up person already, and then if you are driving your car or your tricycle or motorcycle on the road, if ever you have heard the siren of the ambulance, it means you need to give way to the ambulance. Hindi pwedeng humarang ka sa daanan niya. Kasi pwede kang mabatas doon, mga anak. Kailangan give way kayo kasi pag ang ambulance or fire truck dadaan, kailangan doon kayo sa gilid muna. Kasi ibig sabihin, it is an emergency, may hinahabol silang oras. Like this one, sa fire truck, may nasusunog. Kailangan nilang bilisan yung kanilang takbo. Okay? So, kaya may siren yung mga yan to give an alarm or warning to us, ay, give way. Dadaan kami, emergency to. Okay? So, very important. Okay? Vehicles produce different sounds. Without it, the world will be very quiet. So, for example, if you are a policeman someday, and then you are chasing a person, okay? You are chasing a fugitive, no? You need to sound the alarm, of course, of your patrol car. So that people on the streets will determine, ay, may hinahabol ang pulis, may kailangan siyang hulihin. It's because of the patrol cars alarm. Diba? Kaya may sound sila. Ibig sabihin, tumabi kayo, tabi, may hinuhuli ako, may hinahabol ako. So without sounds, our world will be very quiet. It would be very boring, no? All right. Now, Sophia, will you please read this one? Go.
Sounds are everywhere. Some sounds may come from nature, like thunderstorms, falling rain, and strong wind.
And strong wind. All right. So you try to analyze the picture here. Sounds are everywhere. Not only that, you can hear them from the street or inside your homes. It can also come from nature. When you say nature, from our environment. Nature sounds, it means a human being could not create this one. When you say nature, natural na siya, hindi siya gawa ng tao. For example, thunderstorms, falling rain, and strong wind. Of course, you will say, Ma'am Lian, how about in the movies? They were able to imitate or follow the sound, Ma'am Lian. But then, it is not a natural sound. No? When we say natural sounds, yung hindi natin kayang gawin. Nakukopya natin yung tamang tunog niya, but then, hindi mo kayang gawin. In real life, yung thunderstorm, kaya mo ba? Though yung sinasabi nila, Ma'am Lian, may cloud seeding sa science. Yes, probably. You have the point. They can do cloud seeding. However, when we say nature-like sounds, ito yung hindi gawa ng tao. So, ito yung hindi kayang pantayan ng tao. Falling rain, strong wind. Paano mo gagayahin yung strong wind na yan? Hindi natin kayang gawin yan. Oo, pwede tayong gumawa ng electric fan para magkaroon ng ventilation yung room natin, yung bahay natin. But then, we could not imitate that. No? What God created, we could not imitate that. Grade 1. No? Same with the moon and the stars and the sun. We could not imitate that. Okay? Alright. So, yung mga nature sound, tandaan nyo, hindi kayang gawin ng tao to, no? And they are producing sounds. Okay? Next. Alright. Jonathan, please read this. Jonathan, are you there?
Others may come from animals like cats, dogs, bike, birds, chick, and
Alright.
horse.
Okay. So others may come from animals like cats purr, dogs bark, birds chirp, and horse neigh. So yung aso ninyong makulit, no? Ow, ow, ow. Gaganon yung aso, di ba? Sige nga, could you please imitate how your dog barks? Sige nga, you try to give me the sound of the dog barking. Come on, grade 1, you can do it. Go. Ano mag-cat spur? Sige. May sound ng cat.
Ginagawa ka na din.
Sige nga, gusto ko marinig yung sound ng cat. Very good. Very good. Alright. Yan. Here are other sounds that came from animals. Alright. Okay. Grade 1. Listen. Still others may come from sounds made by people like talking, laughing, singing, and shouting. So, talking, ito, nagsasalita ako sa inyo, I have a sound. Laughing, tatawa ka, may sound. When you sing, there is sound as well, and when you there is sounds too. No? So, people also make sounds. Alright. So, may I on Mark Joseph. Please read this aloud. Mark Joseph.
People and animals make sounds make sounds.
Alright, very good. Animals make sounds, no? Objects can make sounds too. Can you name this? Sige nga, try natin dito sa picture. Ano yung mga objects dito ng sounds? Ano ito? Ano itong... Yes, very good. It's trumpet. How about this one?
It's a trumpet.
It's a drum.
It's a
How
drum.
about this? Yes, it's a drum. Okay, so they are producing sounds. Ayan. So, please read this one. Judy May. Basa nga ito, anak.
Sound is
Judy May.
drum, guitar, piano, organ. Musical instrument.
Right, very good. So, musical instruments produce different sounds. So, tingnan nyo yung example dito ng musical instruments. We have violin, we have trumpet, we have guitar, we have piano, we have organ. So, these are examples of musical instruments. When you play the violin, there is sound. When you blow the trumpet, there is sound. When you strum the guitar, there is sound too. All right. So musical instruments are sources of sounds as well. They are producing sounds as well. No? Okay. JL, please read this one now. Go. JL. JL, please read this. It's JL there.
What?
Please read this, Anna.
At home, something produces sounds. The alarm clock makes a loud sound when it wakes you up in the morning. The television, radio, and the telephone also make sounds.
All right. Thank you. At home, some things produce sounds, no? So I want to ask you, or if what sounds do you hear besides you, no? And you said there is a sound of a TV, a sound of someone's washing. Okay. So you can hear sounds at your home, like the alarm clock, no? I always do alarm, no? Whenever I sleep at night to wake me up in the morning early. Kasi if hindi ako nag-alarm, malilate ako. No? So, kayo din, di ba? Nag-alarm din kayo dyan. And that's okay. The television, no? The radio and the telephone also make sounds. Not only that, no? Hindi lang telephone. Yung cellphone nyo talaga, di ba? May sounds yan. Tama. So, in your generation right now, mas ano kayo sa cellphone or mobile phones, ano, laptop. Ako, honestly speaking, I'm not into television and radio right now. But when I was young, I keep on watching television and listening to the radio. I also have experience using a telephone, but right now that we're in a modern, more modern way of living, our mobile phones are more accessible. Di ba? Mas accessible siya kasi lahat ng apps pwede natin gawin. Like this one, you are using your cell phone or your laptop, have online. This gadget as well are producing sounds. Alright? Okay. Now, we are going to look at the picture carefully and we will identify the sounds produced by different objects. So, tingnan natin kung tama ang sound na pinuproduce niya dito sa description niya. So, ang sagot natin ay check or X. Okay? Number 1. May I call on? Tatawag na lang ako ng sasagot. Sige. Akira. Number 1. That's correct. Tama ko ba yung number 1? Tok, 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 tok. Check or X? Ano sagot ng ibang grade 1? Or X?
Check.
Check. Yes, very good.
Check. Check.
Yan yung tunog ng martilyo. Okay, number 2. May I call on?
Tama.
Lady. Lady, please read the sounds and tell us if it is check or X.
Look at each picture carefully. Describe the sounds produced by different objects. Put a mark in check if it is a correct sound or X if it's not. If it is not.
Is that check or X?
Wait on.
What's your answer, grade 1? For number 2, we have telephone. Is the sound of telephone vroom vroom? Check or X?
No pa.
Mali, ano? Baka ata natutuwa ang mga alaga po dyan sa kumakain sa gilid, kaya nila ako pinansin. Okay, number 3. May I call on Morcely? Is that check or X?
Ako pa.
It's it's correct. So it's correct. Okay, number 4. May I call on Jules Althea? Okay, what's your answer, Jules Althea? Check or X? No. Check or X? It's a check. Kasi di ba, yan yung pinipindot sa gate. Yung doorbell. Ayan. Okay, how about number 5? May I call on... Sino pa hindi ko natatawag dyan? Teka nga, tingnan ko nga yung listahan kanina na nagsabi na siya. Wait lang. Para fair tayo, grade 1. Baka kasi may makalimutan akong tawagin dyan. Si Juan Carlos. Yan, Juan Carlos. Is that correct? Check or X? Yes, if you can still hear me. Marinig ka ako?
Wrong po.
Okay. Juan Carlos, ano sagot mo sa number 5?
Wrong po.
X. Very good. Hindi naman kasi wing, wing. Hindi naman yan nung tunog ng alarm, no? Pang-alarm ata ito. Alright. So, that is X. Alright. So, sino?
Tinawa.
Meron ba ako hindi tinatawag? Teka nga, check ko ha, grade 1, para fair tayo, no? Ayoko kasi magtampo kayo, hindi ako tinawag ni Maglian. Teka. Ayan, si Jacob hindi nagsasalita si Jacob. Kila si Zach. Okay, oh. Jacob, please. Read. Okay, and then followed by Zach. Okay, go. Renz Verano ng klase. Sige, anak, pakibasa. Hindi ko marinig si Jacob. Okay, go, Zach.
Any sounds that is too loud, any
Unpleasant.
unpleasant, it's called noise. It is not good for you. It can damage your ears. Exposure to very loud sounds can affect your ability to hear.
All right, very good. So always remember, no? Jacob, sorry, hindi ko marinig boses mo, anak, ha? All right. Any sound that is too loud and unpleasant is called noise. Okay? Noise is a kind of pollution. Akala nyo air pollution lang. Akala nyo water pollution lang. Land pollution. Hindi nyo ba alam na meron din tayong tinatawag na noise pollution? Kaya siya tinawag na noise pollution kasi ang sobrang lakas na sound ay hindi na maganda sa tenga. It can damage our ears. No? It is very loud and it is very unpleasant. That is why whenever during our face-to-face classes, I do not know if you have experienced face-to-face, siguro hindi pa. Kasi nag-kinder kayo sa bahay din nata, no? So, nung time na may face-to-face kami, pag sobrang ingay ng klase ko, bakit sasabihin niyo, Lian, keep quiet. It's because too much loudness of the sound can damage our ears. And it is not good anymore. Okay? It will affect our ability to hear sounds. Okay? Naintindihan grade 1? Kaya wag sasama loob. If ever maingay ka, no? Nadidistract lahat sa klase, tapos sabay-sabay kayong nag-iingay, huwag kayong mainis pag sinasaway ni ma'am, okay? It's because it is a type of pollution already. It is called noise pollution and it is not good for the ears of everyone. Ang hirap kasi nito online class tapos naka headset yung iba. Masisira yung pandinig nila. Kasi pag naka-headset ka, sobrang sensitive ng tenga mo sa sound. Alright, grade 1? Did you understand? Okay, so I think you don't have question. Do you have any question, grade 1?
None po, teacher.